6-minute interval is given by the following function where W is t is speed in words per minute at time t, and the equation is W of t equals negative 5t squared plus 2t plus 60. And then it says to A, find the speed at the beginning of the interval.
Can you give me
B is find the maximum speed when it occurs, and C is to find the average speed over a 6-minute interval.
So is this 0 to 6 or?
Yeah, it's 0 to 6.
So the average speed on 0 to 6 also. So let's clarify one thing. Let's clarify one thing about part A. What are we asked again? To find the speed initially?
Yeah, find the speed at the beginning of the interval, which is 60.
Yeah, so that will be a W of 0, which is 60. And it's measured in, is it feet per second? Is it?
Words per minute.
Oh, of course, you said that. Good. So now we have to find the maximum. Finding the maximum requires to find the derivative. So negative 10t plus 2. And setting this equal to 0 will give us t equals 2 over 10 or 1 over 5. And this is in seconds. So at this point, I have to show that it's a quadratic function. So here I really don't need to use calculus. I can say a equals negative 5 is less than 0. So for sure, 1/5, t equals 1/5 seconds gives a maximum. What is the maximum? I don't need calculus for this one, like I did here. Because it's a quadratic function. We know this from algebra. But for other functions, we have to show using calculus. So now we're asked to find the maximum speed. So this will be W of 1/5, which is negative 5 times 1 over 25 plus 2 over 5 and plus 60. I will simplify. Negative 1 over 5 plus 2 over 5 is 1 over 5 and plus 60. That's 301 divided by 5. And the measurement unit is words per minute. So you can say 6, 0, and 1/5 words per minute. And what was the average speed? Good. In part C, the average speed is W at 6 minus W at 0 over 6 minus 0. So W at 0 I have is 60. I don't have W at 6. And negative 5 times 36 plus 12 and plus 60. Negative 5, yes, 6 and 12 and 60, yes. I got negative 108. So negative 108 plus 60 divided by 6. So this is negative 48 divided by 6, and that is negative 8. Any questions?
If we're talking about speed, wouldn't it be positive?
So you could reverse these and get it a positive. So normally, it's a very good question. So when we look at the speed of a particle, for example, if the particle moves in this direction, the speed is positive. If it moves in this direction, the speed is negative. It doesn't mean, it's just the direction of the speed. It doesn't mean that you're driving at -8 miles an hour. So when we get a negative speed, you can say, okay, I'm going to reverse these because somehow the sequence W of 6 minus W of 0 over 6 minus 0 gives me a negative answer. Which, what it's also saying is that the speed is decreasing. So let's graph the function. It's a very good question. So let's graph the function and we'll see what happens. Let me make sure that I have that plot. Okay, so when we graph the function, it's a perfect question. So it was negative 5x squared plus 2x and plus 60. Okay, so we're only interested in 0 to 6. So I'm going to use the viewing window 0 to 6. But as you noticed, W of 6 is a negative number. That's what we got. So -5, I'm going to check my calculations. -5 times 36 plus 2 times 6. Because that's the speed at 6. That's what I got. Unless I made a calculation error, and I'm going to check it again. -5 times 36, because it's 6 squared, plus 2 times 6, which is 12, and plus 60. Is there a mistake in the function, or did I copy the function correctly?
It was supposed to be 20t. Sorry.
Okay, then. No problem. Then we have to change a lot. And maybe I should just start from scratch. No problem. Good. So, but what I was going to say is that it is possible for a speed. So if I have a function like this, let me say that, and then we'll go back to redo the problem. So if I'm asked to determine the average speed between these 2 points, you know it's going to be a negative. It doesn't have, doesn't have to be negative. Let's put it here. See? The average rate of change will be negative. So the speed will be negative if this is the distance formula. It only says that it's decreasing. It doesn't say that you're driving at a -8 mile an hour speed or 80 or whatever, right? It only says that it's decreasing between these 2 points, the average rate of that function. That's all it means. So it is possible to have a speed that is negative, but it only says negative when it comes to the direction, not the actual negative value. Okay. Good. It was good that you asked, because now we are able to correct the function. Good. So the speed at 0 is in still 60 words per minute. The maximum, still maximum, and I'm not going to write again. It's a quadratic function. It has to have a maximum. So W prime of t is -10t plus 20. So then t will be 2 seconds then. And we know that that will give a maximum for sure. Okay, and in part C, we want the average rate, which will still be W of 6 minus W of 0 over 6 minus 0. And let's see now what we get. -5 still times 6, so 36, and that is still this time 2 times, okay, times 6 and plus 60. Okay, and look at that, I got Is that possible? Negative 5 times 6 squared. That's 36 times negative 5, and 20 times 6, yes, plus 60. I got 0. So 0 minus 60 divided by 6, you can get away per minute. It is what it is. What can I say? It only says that it's on the decreasing side of the function. And we can graph it now, since we already wanted to do that. Let me insert the 0 in here. Okay, so I copy the function correctly, yes. And we want to graph it only between 0 and 6. And what we have here between, so this is 0 and this is negative 60. That's 60, okay. So 0 to 60 with a scale of 10. Let's see. I'm not sure why this calculator shows this shading area. So anyway, so between 0 and 6 and 0 and 60, here's the function. Obviously, the rate of change, or the average rate of change if you want, between this and this will be a negative value because it's the slope of this line passing through the given points. Good, very good questions. Anything else?